Musquin, close as he's been all moto, ducking the head from the roost.
And now they're side by side for the first time. Not able to pull the trigger on a pass. That's around the outside, a little bit too long of a distance. But that was the first time he was officially next to Tomac in this race.
Totally different way to go through there from both of them. Crowd are getting into it. You feel like an attack's going to come anytime now.
Back to the top we go. Tomac tries to get to the inside to prevent Musquin from getting him in the corner. Big decision maker as they jump downhill here. There's lines on the inside and outside of the bottom of the hill. Both are going to shade inside. Marvin barely got it into the corner in time. The bike was kicking around on him. They are absolutely rushing it into every turn now as the clock is set to expire. Next time around, it'll be 2 laps to go, so it's 3 left here at High Point. Past the mechanics area. Musquin trying to set Tomac up. Battle for the lead continues to rage here at the Red Bull High Point National. Eli Tomac in green at the #1 has led the majority of this race. Marvin Musquin has been applying serious pressure from second. This is about as close as they have been since the opening lap. Frenchman keeps closing for the #2 position. But Tomac has not made the big mistake to open the door for a pass yet.
Well, now that time has expired, when they cross the finish line, next time they'll get the 2 laps to go. So Musquin, knowing that his opportunities to strike are slowly dwindling, where will he make his attack? He actually is pretty good through this section here, but he's not close enough this lap around. He gets very close, but he'd have to be basically on the rear wheel next time around if he wants to try and launch an attack. Lap traffic also playing a factor. Will this hurt either one of them, or will they be able to get through clean? Oh!
Musquin just able to get to the line he wanted. The rider didn't know he was there and almost cut him off. No one really gained or lost time as far as these leaders are through there. Certainly the lap riders got pushed out of the line they wanted, but that's what happens. They're basically passengers at this point when these two are pushing the pace this hard, this late in the game. It's going to be 2 to go as they rise and then drop back down.
These guys are still doing 157. Everyone else is like 203, 204. I mean, it's just unbelievable. They've pulled almost 50 seconds on Roxon, who's riding great.
Here's the finish line jump. 2 laps to go. You see the car to the right side of your screen. Now the left side as we switch the angle. So here it is. If Musquin has any lines picked out, any places where he thinks he can find an opening, it's going to have to come now.
It's got to get a little bit closer, but it's more lap traffic. This is when it gets interesting, because you've got to make quick decisions. You don't know where riders may move or change. Nick Lady, veteran, gets out of the way. Smart move. Let the leaders continue this great battle.
And they are essentially matching. Oh, as Tomac was wide and Musquin almost had him. They are basically matching their qualifying times in what is basically 60 minutes into a race day in one of the most physically demanding sports. So not only are they showing the fitness, but at this point, the grit to just keep pushing when they've got to be fatigued. Oh, that rider slowed up Musquin a bit. But they were all under 2 minutes in the qualifying times. To do that in the race late in the day when the track is at its roughest, it's hot and humid, as you mentioned earlier, to maintain that pace all the way through shows how hard these guys are pushing each other.
They are pushing. These guys, I mean, this is like a heavyweight fight battle in the 10th round. They're just going at it. They're tired. They're fatigued. There isn't a perfect line. There isn't a perfect
situation. Outside line. Got side by side with him. This will be a really tricky section here. You can jump downhill. They're at the top right now. It is possible to jump this if you go to the outside, but everyone has been shading toward the inside. They jump 1, 2. They don't clear it as a double. Where can Musquin find running room to try to stick the wheels in there on Tomac and make the pass?
There's not a lot of passing opportunities in these next few turns unless someone makes a mistake. So he'll get the white flag. Then it's do or die. You're going to make it happen. Oh, Musquin.
How did he get that thing into the corner? Wow.
Look at this. Oh, the lappers, they're on the left, they're on the right. They get the blue flag. Blue flag warns them that they're coming.
Side by side. White flag is out. Musquin tried using the outside to set up the inside here. Didn't make it work. We have not seen anyone try to execute a pass there. Could you imagine if they were side by side with the checkers coming out in that final corner? It's certainly a possibility. So now about 2 minutes separate either Tomac or Musquin from winning the 42nd annual High Point National. Which rider will it be?
With all this pressure, Tomac has not really made a mistake yet, but Musquin's good through here. He's really close this time.
Okay, he's going to try to jump down the rollers. They almost come together as they try to cross lines. Near a collision. They're going to rush it out of the corner. Momentarily the lead for Musquin. Tomac gets it back.
The ruts come back together there. What's going to do? Can Marvin get to the inside, or will Tomac try to?
Tomac's a mistake. Another one for Musquin as well. They're riding over the edge at this point. And again, they've got to be fatigued and tired as well. It's down to heart and determination. A great line to the inside by Musquin. Tomac powers out of the corner to hold the lead. Now, they're at the top. When they drop back down, this is where Musquin's been very fast on this straightaway.
He's committed. He's got to go to the outside. Oh!
Can he make the pass on the outside? No! Tomac holds the good line.
That may have been it. That may have been what he needed. Can he make a pass? I got to think coming up this next section, maybe his last chance.
Tomac into the banners. Actually, Musquin into the banners, but he didn't lift at all. Stayed in the throttle. He knows he's got to be close. Only about 4 corners left at High Point. Absolute top speed at the top of this. Musquin wrestling to get the bike into the line that he wants. Big downhill section here. Oh, it's so tempting to rush it. You can make a big mistake. Marvin Musquin flying down this hill. He's got a new line a little bit further outside the Tomac.
No.
Here it is. Final corner coming up. They triple out. Tomac's going to hold it under extreme pressure. He wins the Red Bull High Point National.